Hey there guys, what's up? Welcome to our FIFA 21 new players being added to Ultimate Team video. So this list I'm going to show you, obviously there isn't every single player being added, and over the days, weeks to months leading up to FIFA 21, EA will probably announce a few more. But I think you're going to be a little bit more interested in what I've got to show you, because some of these players are actually returning to the game. So that could maybe open up the possibility for an end of an era card, a special promo boost. It could be really, really good for the game. So if you like my list and you're excited for FIFA 21, drop a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to not miss any future content. And if you're wanting game codes, G2A link below, and use that code Fuji. All right, so the first one we're going to be starting off with Reinier. He is now, as I'm recording this video, he has gone on loan to Borussia Dortmund. So obviously to get some game time, but Brazilian, so he's obviously going to be hyped. But hot prospect, he's showing good signs. I feel like he's going to have 5-star skills. Not really sure so much on the weak foot. But the beautiful thing about this card is not the silver version, because no one really wants to use that. But let's say EA get around to doing like a future star promo, give him a really nice boost up to like 88, 89, and he might be really good. So you see the Real Madrid badge, but that's going to be false for FIFA 21. He's gone over to Borussia Dortmund. And same with like Bellingham and I think a couple of other players that they've signed. So Dortmund are putting in those transfers right now. And will he hit his potential? Maybe, maybe not. We'd have to see a bit more game time. Let's go. Arjen Robben returns. He was my first ever big purchase on, it was FIFA 10, because I never played FIFA 09. So FIFA 10, I didn't realize if he was left-footed or right-footed because the game was so overpowered and every single shot just flew in. But Arjen Robben, a true legend of the sport, and I would actually have to say that 81, 82, somewhere around there, I think would be a fair rating these days. But when it comes to his pace, this is quite hard to predict. Like, I wouldn't give him 86, not now. It may be still like fairly quick in real life, but 79, 80, come on, it's EA after all. But it'll still have a good shot, it'll have the dribbling, and then I don't really think that EA would miss out on the opportunity of giving him like a special promo card, like an end of an era again. So Robben, end of an era on FIFA 21. Let's go. Maldini's son, Daniel Maldini, is coming to the game. Well, I think his name's Daniel. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't got it written down, so I'm just going off of memory. But this card wouldn't be so bad, obviously, with an upgrade. And I've been watching some footage of him, and to break down like his overall game, his pace, he doesn't look rapid but not exactly slow. His dribbling, like, he's good with it, like his ball control and stuff, but seems maybe a little bit heavy in some situations. His finishing though looks superb. The way he is striking the ball, I think that this guy is definitely one to look out for the future. So with an upgrade, like a future star upgrade to like 86 or so, that could be a really nice card to use. And anything to do with Maldini, one of the greats, yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. So nice card if he gets an upgrade. So we do have another hot prospect in Kouassi. He was playing for PSG. He's now been signed for a fee. It wasn't a free transfer, and he's moved over to Bayern. And Bayern seem to like their French defenders. They got Pavard, Hernandez, and now Kouassi. And I don't know what his rating's going to be. Somewhere around like 74. Maybe they give him like a gold, like a 75 rated non-rare gold or a rare. So he could be really good for starter teams. And obviously it goes without saying, if they pick him to be a future star, that potential upgrade to 88, that wouldn't be a bad looking player. So Kouassi, is he going to reach his potential? Yes or no? Anyone that follows him, drop in the comment section. I'd like to know. So yeah, keep an eye out, see if he's any good. So an absolute beast is returning. Now maybe not so much for Ultimate Team because of the lack of pace and the way he plays doesn't really translate very well, but 82 rated Felipe Luis. It wasn't long ago that he was on the game. Well, no, not last year, but the year before. He was 84, 85 rated, and he was still very, very good. It's just that he left, and the team that he joined wasn't part of Ultimate Team. So that's why with him moving over to the Brazilian League now, he's going to be in the game. I wouldn't actually go too crazy and downgrade him, because it's only been a year. And obviously the first version of him, the regular card, no one really wants because 72 pace is just completely unplayable. But when you move over to a potential like flashback card, I think that's more likely what he would receive, a flashback version. So they might give him something similar to those stats, and his defensive awareness will be really, really high. And he'd be a good defender on the game. With the way FIFA 21 is becoming, and defensive awareness is a key stat, I think that he'd be a really good option. So Felipe Luis, the beast returns. So Everton was actually very close to joining Everton But he didn't. He's gone over to Benfica. So congratulations, Benfica fans. You've got yourself a really nice player here. Now, in terms of rating, I'm not entirely sure, but with the face stats, I think the pace and dribbling look about right, but the shooting, defense, physical, passing, I have no idea. But for starter teams, for FIFA 21, maybe this is the card that you're going to be wanting to bring in. Obviously, you don't have to be restricted and go over to Liga NOS, but a full Brazilian side, I think I did that actually not so long ago. Was it full Brazilian and Bundesliga for like FIFA 17 and 18? I actually remember that. Yeah, it was Brazilian, because I had Luis Gustavo and stuff. But that's when I was running 2 teams in Ultimate Team to save fitness, but now you don't have to do that, which is a really, really good like addition, or not so much addition, but something they've taken away, and it's a better feature now. You don't have to buy fitness cards. But with like maybe a special promo card boost to 91, that player could be sick. No, he's going to be good in game. I really think he's going to play well. So Liverpool fans are going to love this one. We have Elliott. Hot prospect. He hasn't really had that much game time, but when he has played, he looks pretty decent. Now, I don't want to go too crazy with his rating and give him a gold. Well, I don't believe he's going to receive that anyway. Maybe a bronze, like a 64 rated rare bronze, but I want to meet everyone halfway. So 66 silver, Liverpool fans, if you follow him, or maybe you guys are going to be biased. So those that aren't, would you say that's a fair rating? And then looking at his future star card, what would be his potential right now? Would you give him like a 90? Would you give him like around about 88, 89? I think I've stuck on the 87. 87 with some like basic stats. Who knows? He probably wouldn't even be that good though in game. Like, I'm not going to lie. Oh my, Dani Alves returns as a centre mid. That's where he's been playing. I checked the transfer market data. He's actually a centre mid. So that could be a really interesting card. Like we've just seen Everton Brazilian maybe get some chemistry with Dani Alves, and you've got a really nice starter player. But when it comes to starter teams, I think Dani Alves is maybe going to be valued at like 4,000, 7,000 coins, somewhere around there, which is going to be a pretty big budget if you've only got like 10,000 or 20,000 coins to spend. But with what he's going to be offering, and for FIFA 21 with the build-up play, attack positioning and stuff, he might be a really, really good card. Now later on in the game cycle, you know for sure EA 100% will release a big upgrade, like a flashback, an end of an era, whatever you want to call it. Now, will they give him like a 93 rated right back, or will they look to give him a centre mid version? He's been known to play as a right back for most of his career, so I'm going to be going for that. What a card though. What a player, Dani Alves. Still haven't really properly replaced him, have they? Dani Alves, a true hero. The GOAT. Ben Arfa is back. Oh dear. What could have been though? With his potential. You never know, he could have been right now one of the best players in the world, but it was his attitude towards the game. It's like really he knew that he had this talent, but he still didn't want to work on it. Whereas Ronaldo, he was still gifted. A lot of people say like Ronaldo was just grinding. No. Ronaldo is still gifted, but he was just working on his craft, and he's become one of the best as well. But with Ben Arfa, like he had the gift, but he just didn't work on it. And it's just such a shame, right? So with his stats, they're going to be goddamn awful. He'll have like 60 stamina, or maybe even worse. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed that EA are kind and they give him a 90 plus rated card and actually focus on stamina. Please. Like, come on. Otherwise, all of these players are just unplayable. But Ben Arfa is back. So Bellingham will be in Ultimate Team. And what a move this is for him. If what happened with Sancho happens to this guy, it's looking promising for the England squad. Like, no one wanted to give him game time, or Premier League game time, but with Sancho, moves over to the Bundesliga and is actually destroying it. And then with Bellingham, are we going to see more of the same? Is he going to reach his potential? Let's hope so. But the future star card is basically a guarantee. A lot of hype around this guy, so big thumbs up. And he just scored. He's just scored for Borussia Dortmund. I think, yeah, Bellingham and also Sancho got on the score sheet, so GG. It's looking good. The last one that we have is Pato, and what a player. But what could have been? Another one that hasn't really truly reached his full potential, and he's not going to hit it now with him declining. But 79 rated, I think that's going to be somewhere around what you should expect. And another Brazilian for your FIFA 21 starter teams. In game though, I wouldn't really predict that he's going to be that great. But then with that boost, the flashback card, Pato, there's something about him that I've always really liked. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. Always liked Pato, but what a shame. he could have been a lot better than he ended up becoming. But thank you very much for watching, boys. If you want to see another version of this where we look at maybe skill moves or whatever theme that you want me to go with, or maybe even more players being added to the game, do let me know in the comment section, drop a like, and I will see you on the next one. Team out, peace.